my name's Ellie Jane Sims, and today I'm building a farmhouse. I decided to do this because I recently got cottage living and I haven't really used it so much. And I wanted to do a speed build, and there was another reason, but it was a while ago when I decided to do this. Oh, also, this is really sped up, so sorry if it kind of gives you motion sickness. It's given me motion sickness. Anyway, um, I never do this, but I made the top of the house a little bit smaller than the bottom of the house. I know everyone does that, and I was trying to work out like why don't my houses look like everyone else's? Like people who build like really nice houses in The Sims, and it's because I always do just like two blocks of the same on top of each other, and that's not because that's what my house looks like. But like nice houses, like nice American houses, don't do that. They don't look like that. So I tried not doing that in this um build, and I think my building is getting better, but it's still not quite there because this house is a little bit weird looking in the end. But just I mean the outside, I'm not sure if I got the colors right. I'm not sure if they go, but I think I'm improving, and that's the whole point of this channel, is because I was never any good. So I'm trying to improve at building while making videos about it. But so I've kind of worked out how to do roofs in this one better than my last video where it looked a little bit strange. Don't worry, I got rid of this. This was a bit weird. But I did something similar around the back in the end. I was kind of trying to make it I was trying to make it kind of like a big house, because I didn't want to do just like a cottage farm cottage, because I feel like my houses recently have all been quite small. That's not even true. And now I feel like I made this house maybe too big, and I couldn't work out what to put in there. But I wanted to I at the time I really wanted to make a big house, because I think I filmed this before my last video. My last video was quite a big house, but I think I started making this before I filmed my last video. So I was sick of building small houses at that point. That was just when I was building the outside, and then when I got to the inside, I was a bit lost. But we got there in the end. I I built this on quite a big lot because I wanted to have space to like build the farm. But when I got round to it, there wasn't that much that came with the cottage living pack. I feel like maybe maybe I'm wrong, but it just felt like there wasn't that much farming stuff. Like that was the whole point of the pack, and there was just like an animal hut and a chicken coop and some fields that like function the same way as like a like just gardening pots, but just like more, I guess. But I think there is more to it because I haven't really played with cottage living yet. So I'll play cottage living maybe in this house. Maybe I'll record it, maybe I won't. I haven't done any gameplay on this channel yet, so maybe I should. Or maybe I should keep it as it is, and maybe I shouldn't. And I was just I like to do this. I was just putting loads of plants around the edge of the house, only at the front, because who can be bothered with the back? I don't want to see the back. But I actually did the like garden in this house more than I would normally do, obviously because the garden is a farm rather than being a garden. So there was quite a focus on that, but I kind of forgot. At this point, I was very focused on the inside, and I wasn't even really thinking about the outside. But I guess you would normally do the inside first anyway. But it is a farm, and I don't really remember this. But the thing is, I filmed this bit like a week ago, and I don't remember what I did. I was messing around with like I really couldn't work out how to set up the rooms. Well, this is really sped up, isn't it? I think it's sped up by like 1,000, which is crazy. But the footage altogether was like 4 hours long, so I had to speed it up quite a lot because I didn't want to have like an hour long video. But that's the thing with making a big house, is you're always gonna have like 4 hours worth of footage or even longer. Like I could have, if I didn't like you know those videos you see of like people making mansions in The Sims? That would take me days. There would be more than like 24 hours worth of footage because I'm pretty slow at building houses because I haven't really got the hang of it yet. Oh, and I couldn't work out how to do this kitchen. It looks very ugly for a long time, and then in the end, it still kind of looks a bit ugly. I really wanted to make it red in some way, but I couldn't because it just looked horrible. But I wanted to have like a red theme because of the windows are kind of red, but it just didn't work out. So it ended up having like a yellow theme, and I've said this before, but I kind of I don't mind most things in a Sims build. I have a pretty like low, what's the word? I have a low bar. What's the what's the word? I have low expectations for what my build is going to look like, so I don't really mind if it looks a little bit tacky or whatever, but um hopefully you guys think it's all right. I don't love it. I prefer the kitchen, not from my last video, but from, I don't know. When did I build a nice kitchen? Maybe I never have. Oh no, that's student housing. I liked the kitchen in there, but it was meant to be a student house, so that's kind of strange. But anyway, I really ran into an issue here with what to do with the other side of the kitchen because okay, it's going really fast. This is getting it's scary. The other side of the kitchen, like, what do I put there? Because I didn't want to put like a table there because there's a place for the table out there, and like, I didn't want to put a bar in because why would you have a bar? Like sometimes you put a bar in your Sims kitchen, but that's only if they're like, you don't have that on like a farmhouse, do you? So I decided they have pets. So of course they have pets because it's a farm, right? They had dogs, or they have a dog because there's only one dog bed there. So that's their like pets corner of the house. But then I kind of for the rest of the thing forgot that they had any pets and I didn't put any like pet stuff outside. I even looked at it and was like, do they have pets? No, I don't think I did anywhere for them to have pets. I need to do this all more in one go so that I can remember what I built because I completely forgot I built this bit. And I could have put some nice pet things outside, some pet games. What are they called? Like the balls and the training thingamabobs. And this room I also struggled with putting stuff in there. That's the issue. This whole house I just couldn't fill with things. So it's kind of in some places a little bit sparse. Maybe I needed to like make it a little bit smaller. Maybe that would have just been better. But then people build mansions in The Sims and they fill them with things. Maybe this is what I need to do. I need to look at what other people are putting in their big Sims houses because I don't do that. And I need to start doing that. If I want to improve, I need to see what other people are doing. But I appreciate that now. And another thing, I feel like I shouldn't be talking about everything that's wrong with the house, but I never keep all the colors of the wood the same in one room. And maybe I should, but it's impossible. I mean, it's not, but it is. Like, because you have to have everything be like the same brand. You have to work out which ones match, and then they just don't go with the room. I came back to this bathroom, by the way. I made it pink themed, but then I came back to it and I changed it at the end. I'm sure you'll see where I changed it, but I feel like I can't comment on it because I changed it. Although I didn't change it that much. I just changed the sink, I think, in the end. Sink, I think, that rhymes. And what's this room? Oh, the living room. It's kind of like a sad living room because like the rest of the house is quite open plan and this was just like there's a door to it and it just kind of feels all closed off. But I like how it turned out anyway because I never use this sofa and I use this sofa and put a plant behind it, which was maybe a bit strange, but I like it and I think it works with the plant behind it. If I just left it, I mean, I don't know what they expect you to do. Are you supposed to just leave it with like a gap behind the sofa? It looked kind of weird. So I put a plant behind it and then I wasn't really sure. I didn't want to give them like a big TV because I felt like they're going to be out farming. They're going to be out working their land. They're not going to be inside watching the TV. So they're not going to want a big flat screen TV. So I gave them just a little TV, even though in the rest of the house I haven't really spared any expense. I've kind of used a lot of the more expensive things because I feel like these guys have money to spare. That's why they've bought this farm, because they're like retiring and they're rich. That's what I've decided. That's their story for this. Although I say they're retiring, they're not, because they have like 3 kids living in their house in the end, in the upstairs. So maybe they're just rich. There was another thing that I added on to like the story of these people based on one of the things that I put in their house that you can only get if you got to a certain point in a certain career, but I don't remember what it was. So I can't tell you. If I see it and I remember, then I'll tell you, but or if you guys see it and you want to tell me in the comments, then feel free. But I don't remember what it was. But it was like, it made sense where if they got to the top of their career in that field, then they would have enough money to have a big, nice house like this. So that was my logic for using it. I think it might have already gone past, maybe not. And I was just building loads of like surfaces. Also, I don't know what that thing is that I just put in on the other wall, on the opposite wall. There on the other side, you can kind of see it in the left right now. I don't know what that is, I can't remember, but it's something that came with cottage living, and I just felt like I wanted to put everything cottage living into this house that I could find. So they have that. I mean, I'm trying to work out what it is just from here. I can't remember. It's something like crafty or something. So, and I gave them a crochet. Is that what it's called? Crochet kit? No, I don't know. Anyway, I gave them like a sewing box or whatever, because they do everything. They do. I put like, in the end, I put a flower desk. What are they called? Like flower arranging desk outside, because I just feel like they should do all the things, all the crafty things, because they have space and time. So, and I never like give my Sims loads and loads of hobbies. And why not? I should have given them a bonsai tree. They'd have a bonsai tree. I spent ages on this fence trying to work out what to do. Oh, no, I didn't. I lied, sorry. Well, it felt like ages at the time, but I guess I sped this up like 1,000. So in the end, it was like 2 seconds. And I couldn't work out what to do with all these rooms up here, because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rooms in the upstairs, and this like big landing space with nothing on it. So I didn't really want to give them like 3 kids and then like a bathroom and then their room. I didn't want to do 3 kids, so they have 3 kids, sorry. They have 3 kids in the end, but I didn't want to do 3 kids' bedrooms, so I did 2. But one of them is like a shared room, so they do have 3 kids in the end, so I'm talking rubbish. I like this bathroom a little bit. It's not great, but it's not bad. And I think I think this is their room. I did their room first, and I didn't know what to do for the walls. That's what I've been having trouble with, because I feel like I shouldn't do like you see how they've got like a trim on the top of their walls? I feel like if they have a trim there, then it would be throughout the house, wouldn't it? But that I don't really bother with continuity in my Sims houses, but I feel like I should. Do people do that? Do people worry about the trims being the same all throughout the house? I'm sure more professional builders, I mean professional as in like EA builders, they must, I guess. Or maybe it's not even a thing. Maybe it really doesn't even matter. But I ended up, oh, here it is. Here is the thing I've remembered, thank goodness. The bed, you can only get that bed if you get to the top of the painting career. And you know, paintings in The Sims sell for so much money, and they're such a good way to earn money that it makes sense that if they got to the top of the painting career, even though the painting career doesn't earn that much. I mean, every career once you get to the top earns a lot, but not as much as like an astronaut or whatever. But selling the paintings would definitely give them enough money to buy this house if they've been in the painting career for a long time and they've got all the way up to the top. All the paintings that they've done in that time would give them enough money to build this house. So that was my logic with that. So I gave them, even though I tried to normally stay away from the things that in a speed build where you have to unlock them, because I want it to be like realistic. I felt like part of the story was that they would be at the top of the painting career. I don't know, maybe I shouldn't have that as a rule that I stay awake, because realistically there's nothing that you like in real life. There's no bed that you can only get if you're a painter. Like, that's not how it works. So maybe in the future I should just, but in this specific build, it added to the law of the family. Um, and I gave them a couple of rugs and everything. I feel like I'm running out. I feel like because I've been building so many houses recently, I'm like running out of rugs to use. I feel like I'm using the same ones over and over again. But there's just not that many usable ones because they're always either too big or too small. Oh, and I forgot about this room. I gave them like a little work, what would you call this room? Like a garage, but it's not a garage because it's not in the garage. So what would you call it? I don't know. Like a hobby room with like a, what's one of them called? A woodworking table and some like inside growing plants, because I guess like some plants they wouldn't want to grow outside in the farm. I guess. I mean, one of them is like a gardener as a hobby. The same one who does like the flower arranging, I guess. So I guess there's some plants that you can only grow inside. Are there? I don't know. I've never really tried gardening myself, but maybe there are, or maybe in the Sims world there is, but not in real life. And oh, this is the kids' bedroom, the youngest. The maybe they're twins, maybe, I don't know. One of them is like sporty and one of them's nerdy. I feel like I have to do this every time when I make like two kids. There's always one that's sporty and one that's nerdy. But you can tell because one of them's got like a football light on the bedside table and one of them's got books. Like, I'm being very stereotypical here. But, I mean, if I don't have a family already built, I mean, not built, like designed, then I kind of just have to go. And then the other one's like, rock star. I don't know about that. But they're like, they're probably like a teenager, this one who lives in this room, and they have like a laptop. No, see, they're definitely a teenager because they're older, because they have a computer and they don't have to share a room, and they have a guitar and a dartboard. I never used the dartboard in The Sims, so I used it for this room. And they have a few posters up, so that one's a teenager and then the other two are kids. And then I just had to furnish the like outside, the landing, and I never really know what to do with the landing because, I mean, in my house it's just like a corridor. You can't really, like, there's no space. But I couldn't really have another room. There had to just be this open space. But I really didn't know what to do with it. But I did it in the end. Okay, and here it gets to the actual farm bit. We are 18 minutes through the video. There's like 3 minutes left. And we actually are now finally building the farm. Because there's just not that much to it. I thought there was going to be more to it than this. But there wasn't. Maybe there could have been. And maybe if I'd like planned it more, there could have been. But, oh, by the way, why don't the chairs go around this table? Is it because it's so like short? Is it like meant to be a coffee table rather than a table? Maybe that's why. That makes sense actually. And here I did the thing, but the thing again, I should learn what that's called. But you know what I mean? The one that I tried to do on the other side of the house and I didn't in the end. When I put a little beekeeping, because see, they do all the hobbies, all the outside crafty hobbies they do. And I built like a field with some plant pots, and I put some fences around just casually, just kind of like so that it wasn't completely exposed, but like not completely, like you wouldn't normally have Like if you have a field, it's not normally enclosed by fences, but if you have like chickens, it would be. So I did that. And then that's around the other side of the house. I thought they should have another field. I can't really remember what the plants are that you can grow. Oh no, I did some hill making because I never do that, and I felt like they live on a farm, so they must have hills in their backyard, right? And I put the animal pen here. I don't even know what animal you can get. The thing is, I should have like played more cottage living before I did this, but maybe this is going to give me an excuse to play more cottage living in the future. I built some like paths, but I really didn't do them very much. They're very, very faint. I want to give them like a, oh, this is my favorite bit, or maybe it's my least favorite bit. I'm indecisive about this, but they have like a little farm shop going on at the outside of their house, and I was trying for so long to like find out the right sign to use. Like I left that one there, but I kept going back to it, and like because there was a few different signs that I could use in the end. And like I guess this is where they come round from after they've bought something from the shop to have like a little tour of the farm. So I did like a little lamppost with some bunting on it. I don't remember what I'm doing right now. Oh, I was going back and looking for the sign to use, and then putting just this is where I filtered by cottage living and saw what I could put in. This is the end, the tour of the house. Oh my god, the dining room is so bare. There's nothing in there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the speed build. Sorry it was a bit chaotic, especially the voiceover, and sorry it was so fast. I don't know if that's. Let me know in the comments if that was too fast or not. And also let me know if you like the farm. I know I'm a bit late to the whole cottage living thing, but I only recently got it. But yeah, okay, bye!